Now that I think about it, you could actually tie the words of, I'll take leadership as a word. You know, leadership is really, it's people think leadership is somebody that gives you a command and you follow and you go. That's not it. Leadership is about mentorship. It's about somebody that you look up to, somebody that can take an idea, share it, and we all believe in it. It's trying to get your message across. It's not, we get this impression that leaders are people that command. And I think you had the young man, your boss, Gavin. Gavin actually gave a talk on leadership about when he was in the military. And really, I embrace leadership to the point where every day I look to myself as when I walk out that door, I am a leader. I'm a leader in my community when I give back. I'm a leader in the businesses that I embrace. I'm a leader in the people that I communicate with. Leadership, you're all leaders, but it's how you embrace it and how you share it with others. To me, that's leadership. It's really nothing about being the commander, the general, the president. We're all leaders. It's just how you convey it.
Thank you.
Johnny, how about your table? Can your table raise up their words over here?
Oh, I like some of those other words that we had earlier. Holy Lord.
Oh my goodness.
All kinds of stuff, huh? Well, there's opportunities, cash flow, mistake, cell phone, movies, and books. I don't read many books. I think it was freshman year in college I read my last book. Opportunity. Opportunity and mistakes, and what's the other one?
Yeah, mistake.
The far one? Sorry. And there was the one in the back there, cash flow.
Cash flow. Oh.
Okay, remember that one, cash flow. I'll
cash
touch
flow.
on this.
We'll talk about cash flow. Cash flow.
Okay, opportunity. Learn from I don't know if you remember, wrestling was really big in Hawaii. Well, it was big throughout the 50s and 60s, and there's a wrestler. His name was Sammy Steamboat. Sammy, remember Mokwagi? And he was our coach. He was our football coach. And we're at Iolani School. And you guys remember what he looks like? This guy he was solid rock. He had a belly that came out to here, but that belly did not jiggle. We don't know how it didn't, but you would hit it, and it'd be solid as a rock. And he had these cauliflower ears, and his bald head, and his whistle. And he was a beast of a man, but with a big, big heart. And when he walked onto the football field, it was just like, you command respect. But he took a team. We didn't have a canoe paddling team at Iolani. And all the other ILH schools had canoe paddling teams, and this was in 1980. And he put together a team. We didn't even have canoes, so we had to borrow his canoes. We went out to Magic Island every day after school. That's where we practice out there. And he put together, in our first year, we won the ILH championship. And this is a bunch of Japanese, Asian, Haole guys, and we'd never been in a canoe before. And he put 24 of us together and made champions out of us. And how we did this, every day after practice, he would tell us, gentlemen, it was an all-boys school at this time. And he said, what's your definition of luck, boys? What is your definition of luck? And every day he would tell us, you make your own luck. And we're like, you know, first thing, we're like, oh, go to Vegas, make money. Luck just happens by chance, right? He goes, no, you can make your own luck. When preparation meets opportunity, you capitalize on it. You prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. And when the time comes, you'll be winners. And we did that every single day. I mean, he would tie us to the dock. There used to be a dock at Magic Island, and the old timers know. And he would tie the boat to the dock, and he would tell us to move the island. And if you ever try to paddle something in the stationary part, and your arms are basically numb, and you're just pulling like this and pulling with all your might, and you just feel like, what are we doing here? You know, it's 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And then he would cut us loose, and we would fly through that water like we were gliding, basically flying through the water. And we would go all the way to Diamond Head Buoy, come all the way back. And we worked hard, And then after that, we would run, you know? So it was about that preparation and making our own luck. So I think it was about cash flow. That's an interesting one, you know? Because in business, this might come up later, but about business and making money. When I was in college and take my business classes at the University of Denver, teachers will always say, why are you in business? Why are you in this class? Whether it's finance, marketing, business management. And the answer, they always want to be here, and this is the early 80s, they want to hear make a profit. We're in business to make money, and don't ever forget it. And that's why you open your doors. And you know what? When I opened my first business, and I was 24 years old, and it's like, okay, still kind of young, trying to figure this thing out. It's not my cup of tea. I love what I did, but it was more on the fast food, home delivery thing. I wasn't real passionate about it, I guess. To the second time I opened, when we opened Big City Diner. And you think about that and sitting in class that it's about making money. It's about making money. But you know what? 12 years later, I don't even review, maybe this is bad, I don't know from an accounting standpoint, the financials. I don't. You know, I look at my cash flow, which is very, very important as far as keeping your business running in the right direction. I look at key percentages and all that. Take care of the people, take care of the guests for our type of business. But we really don't focus on profits. Keep our eye on cash flow and keep an eye on keeping people happy and correcting our mistakes and making the right decisions that we can. And people are like, you don't study your financials. And I really don't. That's probably terrible, huh, Bruce?
No.
Bruce, you mentioned earlier that when you wake up and get yourself ready for the day, you remind yourself you're a leader of the community and what you need to do. So what happens when you walk out the door? What is the typical normal day for you?
Well, I generally get up about 3:30. I turn on the TV. Well, the TV is watching me all night. And then I get up, and then I usually go to work out. It's the first thing I do in the morning. I work out every morning. It's either running, swimming, biking. Tomorrow morning is Thursday, so it's racquetball. But that's the first thing I do. And the reason I do that is because it gives you time to think. It gives you time to set the day up. And there's many mornings. There's many mornings. I'm not going to sit here and be a Joni. Joni's got the enthusiasm and the energy level that I wish all of us could embrace. But there's mornings I get up and say, there's no damn way I'm going to go work out today. The hell with it. And you know, it's that getting out of bed, getting out the door. Once you're out the door, it starts to roll and your day goes. So that's the first thing I do. But the night before, I'm already planning my day and about what's going to happen the next day. I'm thinking about the problems that I got to solve. I'm thinking about cash flow. I'm thinking about how I'm going to survive the week. And more importantly, of all the nonprofits that I sit on, how am I going to maintain and share and keep that in mind? And people always ask, how do you have the time to do that? You do it the night before. I do it. I think about it, and I try to program it out. And I sit on 11 plus boards here in Hawaii and try to maintain all of that, and yet do business and do it well. And the other thing is to have a great partner, somebody that supports you. I have Ikuyo is my partner, and she supports me all the way. A good diet, keep you thinking. And by the end of the day, at 8 o'clock, when you turn the TV on, and you fall out, and the TV watches you till 3:30 the next morning.
We have a guest that has a question, so I'd like to introduce Mr. Eddie Schwarzinger, and he's going to come up and he has a question for the two of you.
Hello, Bruce.
Okay. Hi, Eddie, how are you?
Thank you for
This
being
one
here.
is the one that records.
Oh.
This is the one that records? Or that one? This one?
I don't know, I got two on me here. I feel like.
My question, I'm actually in the process of starting my own business, and I have some ideas that I don't necessarily want to share with anybody at the moment. So when the time comes, how do I share that information with a potential partner or with someone else that could potentially take my idea and go with it because, you know, they have the financial backing or other means. So how can I prepare myself for that?
We have a consultant right here. His name is Bruce Coppa. Well, I'll pass it on to you, but that comes up often, you know, and I think it's just a leap of faith, and you just gotta, you got an idea, you gotta share it with people to get some feedback, I think. But there's ways of protecting yourself, which Bruce can probably go over. But you just gotta do it. I think if you just hold on to it, you gotta bounce off the idea of people too that might be critical to the success of your venture. And you go on.
Yeah.
That's your field.
I think, Eddie, the first thing that I would do is make sure you have your business plan. Okay? You have to have your business plan because you got to believe in whatever you're going to do. Because have no doubt, when you launch something, whatever it is, I mean, that's what makes America great. Everybody has an opportunity to take it on. And somebody might steal it and somebody might do it. But you've got to believe in what you got. And if you're great at it, kind of like what Lane said, you know, you tried it, it didn't work, but you never give up. Follow the plan and just have that faith that you're going to be successful. But also know that at the end of the day, you open up Home Depot here tomorrow, Lowe's is going to open up right next door. That's what makes this world great. But what differentiates you is your business plan, is your customer service, the product that you have, and really work on that. So yeah, people are going to try to steal your idea. Now, you really want to get technical, you can go get a patent, but I can tell you, I tried to get a patent on something, and all I did was spend money on attorneys for a couple of years, and you know, it felt like an endless trail. So you know, I wouldn't advise that as a young entrepreneur. Take the business plan and drive it hard.
And if you need any additional info on getting a patent, you can see Miss Dani, the chef skin on here.
There you go.
Wealth of information.
Awesome.
We also have another guest that has a question, Mr. Randy Fujinaka.
Can I add something back in? Before you get off on your venture too, whatever cash you think you need, get twice as much as what you think you need.
Good point,
Because
Lane.
a lot of people have wonderful ideas and great ideas, but they run out of cash simply. So get more than what you need.
Yep. Good point.
So my question is, most of us have small businesses. So, you know, putting your business plan together, how do you create a marketing system that, you know, always brings in consistent new clients? And, you know, when you have your plan together, you know, what do you budget towards marketing? You know, your cash flow wise, you know, you talk about percentages. What percentage do you put towards marketing to get that new client? You know, do you put like a price on that head? Because I know in real estate, it's pretty high to get a new client. You know, and I'm not sure the restaurant business is probably a bit lower. So do you gauge that? How do you create an automatic marketing system that way?
In our business, it would be about anywhere between 2 to 4%. It's, you know, but average is about 2%, I imagine. It depends on how many units you have too, because the economies of scale is 2% of gross, yeah. And in our business, it's a lot of word of mouth business, and